And new at 10, the city of Bryan has approved a change in zoning classification to help develop student housing for Blinn College. But what exactly does that mean for the community? Now, our very own KRHD News reporter Chris Talley is speaking with folks on the ground and local experts breaking it down.
The goal is to have about 250 students that are going to Blinn that can walk across the street to class and that won't have to actually be out there on the streets. So it's a project that I think it has a lot of promise for the city of Bryan that can help out that area and hopefully help out some of the students that are enrolled at Blinn.
The proposed rezoning would take place at the intersection of East Villa Maria Road and Red River Drive, which could provide housing for Blinn College students. The complex would be walking distance from the school. For taxpayers, Texas A&M professor Shannon Van Zandt with the College of Architecture says this new development should help, not hurt, property taxes.
In order for property taxes to rise, their housing values would have to also increase. And that's happening regardless of any new development. I don't foresee that this particular development should have an impact on surrounding property values.
Longtime member of the Bryan community, Jim Woolley, spoke at the council meeting speaking against the rezoning due to flooding in their neighborhood being potentially worsened by the new complex.
Our conclusion is that the existing drainage infrastructure in our area is already not adequate to deal with heavy rainfall events. The proposed development will only make these problems worse. For this and other reasons, my neighbors and I urge you to vote against this rezoning request.
Van Zandt sympathizes with the Bryan residents, saying the city needs to adequately plan to ensure flooding is not a problem.
The residents are right to be concerned about flooding. New development does tend to cause more runoff, and so the potential for flooding is there, but there are certainly ways to mitigate it, and the city should be taking steps to make sure that that happens.
And Edge ensures this project won't affect the taxpayers, but help the area of Bryan flourish.
I don't really believe it's going to affect their property values in any way. So I feel like it's going to be a net gain for the city. Obviously a $28 million project that, and there's been no incentives given to the developer from the city, so there's no tax breaks that they're getting. It is something that will put that property that's been vacant, I mean, that's going to be a net gain for the taxpayers of Bryan.
Now that the vote has passed, the next steps would be for the applicant to bring forth the proposal to city staff. In Bryan, Chris Talley, KRHD News.